Hi, I'm Mrs. Burns, and welcome to the last lecture of our Chapter 3 unit on Pythagorean relationships. And today we are going to apply this idea. So what do we already know? We already know that a right triangle has a 90-degree angle, and we already know that the side lengths are related to each other in this formula: a squared plus b squared equals c squared, with c being the hypotenuse length. So let's try some examples. A corner in your room doesn't quite look straight, so you measure it out and you see that along the two walls, one side is 30 meters and along the other wall is 30 meters. Okay, and then you measure the hypotenuse to be 41 centimeters. Oh, sorry, they're all centimeters. Centimeters, centimeters, centimeters. Is your corner a square? Is it a right angle? So we don't know if this is a right angle yet, so we can't say that. We have to figure it out first. How are we going to do it? Well, one way you can do it is say, okay, well, I already know that a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So if a squared is 30, b squared is 30, then let's see if our c squared ends up being 41 centimeters. If it does, then it's square. If it doesn't, then it's not. Okay, so 30 squared is 900. And 900 plus 900 is 1800. And if we want to get c all by itself and get rid of that square, we are going to square root it. So c equals the square root of 1800. C equals 42.4 centimeters. All right. Is that the answer of the hypotenuse given here? No, it's not. So, is your corner a square? We're going to say no. To be at a right angle, we're going to say to be at a right angle, the hypotenuse needs to be 42.4 centimeters. So there is our answer. It's not a right angled triangle. Now there is another method on page 108 of your textbook that goes through it a little bit differently than this. So if you like this way, great. If you like the textbook way, great. It doesn't matter as long as you understand how you are accomplishing your answer. All right, example 2. A ship leaves Duke Point Ferry Terminal and it travels east. Oh, well, let's quickly make our compass northeast, south, west. And it travels east 10 kilometers. And then it turns and travels north 25 kilometers. How far is the ferry from where it started? So we want to know, if we go from x to y, how far is this? What is the hypotenuse? And so we'll call that length z. What is z? Actually, I could probably write that a little bit nicer if I go straight there. Beautiful. What is z? Well, we already know a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So that's the same as 10 squared plus 25 squared equals z squared. 10 times 10 is 100. 25 times 25 is 625 equals z squared. 725 equals z squared. Get rid of that squared. Square root them both. Z equals square root of 725. So z equals 26.9 kilometers. So our answer is the ferry is 26.9 kilometers from where it started. Beautiful. So this then is a right triangle because a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Last example for today. A construction company is digging a foundation with a width of 17 meters and a length of 20 meters. So we can draw that out. Let's say width of 17 meters and a length of 20 meters. To check that the corner is a right angle, the worker measures the diagonal length, so from that point to that point, which is 26.25 meters. Is the corner a right angle? We don't know, so we can't write it yet, but that's what we want to find out. Is that a right angle? So how are we going to figure this out? The way I like to do it is trusty old a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So 17 is one leg plus 20 squared, that's our other leg, equals c squared. Let's figure it out. 17 squared is 289. 20 squared is 400. We add these together. 689 equals c squared. Get rid of the squares, square root them both. C equals square root of 689. If you plug that in, you get 26.25 meters. Hooray! That matches this. So it is a right triangle. So we can say, yes, it is a right angle. Oh man, that boss is going to be very happy that his worker did a good measuring job. All right, there you go. That is all of the lessons for our chapter 3 on square numbers, square roots, and Pythagorean relationships. Please come to class prepared tomorrow to practice this further. Then we will review before we see how much you know about chapter 3.